What's in a question? Maybe just about everything important. A smart and sharp question should strike up a more engaging conversation. So let's have ourselves a little discussion about, well, the next generation capturing, showing off, and framing their body so that they can remember later on in the course of their lives. Body profiles. Ever heard of it? For a discussion, we're joined by Diane. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday indeed. Do you think everybody's well rested? Everybody sounds better today.
I don't know. Do I sound better?
You sound the same, because I was going to say Diane is like the only morning person on our program, so you're kind of an anomaly in
Right,
that
okay.
case. But welcome.
Did you rest well?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's good.
All right, let's give our question of the day once more to our listeners.
All right, so question. Can you believe that staying fit can actually bring about negative consequences?
It's so ironic,
Because you
isn't
believe
it?
that staying fit is the best option for you.
Yeah, and we're
Right?
encouraged to kind of simplify that narrative and say, yes, being fit, looking fit is the healthy way.
Right. I mean, as you mentioned in the intro, there was a growing trend among the younger generations with flooding pictures of thin, muscular, and attractive bodies on social media, dubbed body profiles.
That does not translate. And
Right.
I cannot come up with a
Yeah.
equitable translation, but it's a trend, so I'm just going to go with it.
Right.
It's somewhat of a new concept for our listeners, maybe chiming in from overseas, but maybe look up on social media. So what exactly is body profile, Diane?
So it's flexing muscle for photo shoots.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
South Koreans, they tone their muscular bodies professionally and they photograph it after months of working out. That's why it's challenge called Body Profile Challenge.
And during the pandemic, it was especially popular. It's become one of the most trendy things to do. I mean, I think this is designed for social media.
Right.
It's about pictures after all, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have noticed or not, but social media channels are flooding with posts including these body profile photos. I have so many friends who have done it already as well. The hashtag for body profile has over 3 million posts on Instagram.
Well, there you
And,
go.
Yeah, and hundreds of YouTubers have been participating in the challenge to update their viewers on their progress.
Were we bored during the pandemic?
Probably. So body profile photos have emerged as a trend among people in their 20s and 30s who are choosing to spend their time at home amid the COVID-19 pandemic, focused on their physical health and perfecting their appearances.
Okay, so making that picture perfect body must come with huge tasks, strict diets. I think you're restricted to just protein and water.
Right. I mean, it's definitely something that I cannot do for sure.
You'd have to ditch sugar altogether.
I know. They engage in months of intensive workouts with personal trainers in order to shape their bodies for a photo session reserved at a studio. Weeks of restrictive diets, living on salads and chicken breasts are a must, while some people are choosing not to drink any water a day before the photo shoot in order to dehydrate the body as much as possible.
In order to tone your body,
Right.
in order for your muscles, because we all have muscles, right? It's about showcasing them.
Right.
You have to get rid of the fat layer. And then dehydrate yourself to make it
Yes.
look more chiseled.
Right.
This is what people do before they go out in competition
Right.
for muscle mania and things like that. So you're doing that for a photo shoot instead. So taking pictures with professional photographers, makeup artists, on top of getting personal training sessions, sometimes you have a nutritionist to help you out as
Right.
well. It all sounds really costly to put together body profile pictures.
Right. But I think it's one of the motivations for people who are going through their workout challenges, which is a large financial movement because you put a lot of money into it. You feel motivated to accomplish the goal, right?
If you drop a lot of money, you'll be more
Right.
inclined to be like, I have to do
I
it.
have to do this, right? The photo shoot, including makeup and hair, costs about 700,000 won, or about $600. Personal training classes cost about 2 million won for 40 sessions. Tanning over a 2 month period costs of about 500,000 won. Outfits for the photo shoot cost between 150,000 and 200,000 won. Not to mention all the special diet food they have to pay for their meal.
Sure.
So just by looking at these, setting other extra costs aside, it sums up to about 3,400,000 won, which is about $2,700 for a photo shoot.
Okay. Some might call it a large investment.
Right.
Others might say you could better use that money for something else, like a
Right.
healthier habit,
Yes.
because it's just a photo shoot, isn't it?
Right.
It's easy to think that there's no harm when one's just exercising, looking
Right.
fit. However, people are experiencing unexpected side effects. And I think a lot of health experts have chimed in saying that, yeah, it has undesirable
Right.
consequences because in a short time frame, you're starving your body of other nutrients that might be necessary.
Right. So when preparing for a body profile, people usually aim for a body fat percentage of less than 9% for men and less than 15% for women. For a normal person, it's usually 15 to 20% for men and 20 to 25% for women. So what people are aiming for is out of the normal range, which does not sound good by the sheer number itself.
It's unbelievable because we're talking about these, like, more steering away from body shaming, inclusivity. This feels a little bit backwards, doesn't it? But yes, people are interested. If this excites you, why not? But maybe knowing all the precautionary means, that's important too.
Of course.
So to reach that very goal, one must follow strict, and that might even be an understatement, diet plans.
Yeah. So a diet that follows an inadequate intake of essential nutrients such as sodium, fat, and carb for several months to manage body fat can put a great strain on people's bodies. For women, especially irregular menstruation or amenorrhea, which is not getting their periods at all, is considered the biggest side effect. Furthermore, people suffer from diet obsessive compulsive disorder, bulimia, anorexia, dizziness, hair loss, and skin diseases.
That sounds like a host of complications. Actually, athletes performing at their highest levels, dancers included, they face a lot of these restrictions in their life, but that's their careers. To do it for a picture, is it worth it is, I guess, a question worth asking. Going on an eating binge is, of course, another problem because you're, again, starving yourself from certain cravings.
Right. So after you finish the photo shoot, you people feel so repressed and stressed out from their diet plans. So they go on an eating binge, leading to the yo-yo effect.
Okay, so as you can imagine, that's probably not good for your body.
Probably
and
not.
Health experts advise against it.
Right. Health experts have warned that losing weight in a short period of time may result in health problems. Severely restricting one's carb intake reduces the glucose level of the brain, often resulting in headaches, lethargy, and fatigue, not to mention being cranky and angry. An excessive diet may also weaken the immune system, which makes people frequently sick with colds and enteritis.
Anything extreme usually has consequences. I don't think anyone needs a reminder, but just to be sure.
Right.
Did the experts say then what the optimal length of time was to lose weight? I guess it must differ per person, but is there a general rule of thumb?
So usually when people are going through this body profile challenge, their aim is to reach their goal in less than 3 months, right? But the experts say that it takes at least 6 months to a year to build a body so that there's no strain on the body itself. In addition, it is recommended to gradually lose about 2 to 3% of your body weight every month after finding a diet and exercise method that suits your body.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of experimentation and time and patience, doesn't it? That's the healthy way.
Right.
That's about staying fit, not just looking fit.
Right.
Then what's a healthy way to control one's diet rather than just sticking to no carbs whatsoever or no sugar? Because that has an end date. That can't last forever.
Right. People should calculate how many calories they need for them because the amount is different for everyone. To know how much you can eat, you need to know how much energy your body needs per day because our body needs more than a certain amount of energy every day for not only various metabolic activities in our body, but also for muscle activity and growth.
BMI is a good place to start.
Right. This is called the energy requirement, and the value varies from person to person. There's a formula given out by the Ministry of Health, so you can simply use that equation to calculate how much you can eat.
All right, then what about carbs?
Right.
We always say carbs are the worst enemy when it comes to weight control. And anything food that is white, like flour, sugar, even white rice, has gotten a pretty nasty reputation. So why can't we just go no carbs?
Right, but the experts say you need to plan a diet so that you can eat evenly by matching the ratio of carb and fat intake. Experts say one-food diets or extreme carb-restricted diets are not recommended. The nutrient intake ratio should be approximately composed about 30 to 75% carb, 10 to 35% protein, and 15 to 35% fat. There are people who extremely reduce their carb intake, but in order to have a healthy diet, they must consume at least 100 to 140 grams of carb per day.
That's not a lot, by the way.
It's not a lot, but it's the minimum, right?
Right. So a little bit of carbs, and you'd be surprised. It's not those carb foods that we associate with. I mean, even your fruits and vegetables can have a little bit of carbs, and that adds up too.
Right.
So look it up, do your research.
Yeah.
And as you've said, the yo-yo effect is nasty. It's the biggest problem people should worry about when taking these body profile pictures. Is there a way to prevent it? Because that's your hard work.
Right.
That's a lot of money going
That's a
down
lot of
the
money
drain.
and time
Yeah.
and a lot of efforts, right? Experts agree that you should organize your eating habits and think about whether you'll be able to eat like this for the rest of your life. If the amount of calories consumed is greater than the number of calories burned, then of course the body will gain weight. They say that if you make up an extreme diet plan when you're on a diet and going on this profile challenges, the rebound will inevitably come to that extent. Once the number of body fat cells increases, the size only increase or decrease, but the number does not change at all. So even as the cell size decreases with going on a diet, each body fat cell puts out appetite hormones.
Okay.
So if you overeat as a reward for finishing the diet and then gain body fat, the vicious cycle repeats and it comes with a yo-yo effect.
Yeah.
Experts say that eating vegetables, water, and other foods with almost no calories may be one of the ways to prevent the rebound.
The things that you think don't taste good,
Right.
that's probably better
Things
for
that
you.
don't taste at all. Taste like nothing.
All right. You know, fruits have a high level of sugar, too,
I know.
right?
They're bad for you. But I love foods.
All right. So we've given you all the advice, and you guys probably knew this, but a gentle reminder
Right.
that, you know, probably crash dieting to look a certain way, it has ripple effects, too.
Yeah, take a long time.
I'm trying. I'm really trying, but it's actually tougher to do that, you know,
Right.
to change your diet entirely to stick with for a lifetime.
Right, because it means you have to change your habit.
and there's no end date.
Right.
It's like
Forever.
forever continuation, but I'm working on it.
Good luck.
Thanks, Diane. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
We have we have Sports Stream coming up with Daniel next.